We'll see a two-big lineup with Valanciunas and Domas tonight, and then something that you tested out throughout the season.
He'll be out there on the court. Oh, yeah.
Doug, you've seen your team kind of go through the ebbs and flows.
Aggressiveness, pace, physicality, and one hell of a fan base.
I guess just what's the messaging going into this one, just given the stakes, how high they are?
I mean, you don't need a lot of messaging in games like this because it's, you win or you go home. Like, if you need messaging for this one, you're in the wrong business. So, yeah.
Doug, what are you looking for from, say Zach specifically tonight? You've been pretty clear that you want him to be aggressive and you don't want him trying to blend in. Do you need him to go on the attack tonight?
Just that. I mean, aggressive mindset. I mean, not just Zach, I think, across the board, but his mindset sets things up. The ability to grab the ball and push it, the ability to be physical, like everything needs to be tilting towards aggressiveness. So that's what I expect, and we will see shortly.
I'm curious, if you saw Klay Thompson after the last time you guys played, his assumption that Max Christie was your son.
LB told me that, Leandro. I've gotten that from a lot of people, but no, he is not. He is not.
Is he doing the Christie name all right?
Yeah, he is. I really enjoy watching Max play. Defensively, he's solid. His offense continues to grow. He's knocking down shots. I think he's 38%. So just watching him, from seeing him with the Lakers and watching what he's done and continues to do, he's got a lot of confidence. I think J. Kidd's probably helping him immensely in that, because as being a guard that played in the league, he can talk to him about a lot of different things. But I like what I see out of Max, no doubt.
You played this Mavericks team 3 times, Doug, right?
Yes, sir.
You played this Mavericks team 3 times this season, but none of those they had Anthony Davis in the lineup. He's had pretty good games against you this season with the Lakers, but how does he pose a different matchup for the Mavericks?
Yeah, AD is just a problem, period, man. I mean, he's 7 feet, he can put the ball on the deck, he can shoot the 3, he crashes the glass, he's an incredible defensive player. You can play through him, he gets to the free throw line, so like he just poses a whole different type of problem for you. So, our attendants have to be up and on high alert when it comes to AD. The fact that we didn't see him, we played against him here in the Western Conference many times, so we do know his game, but playing with the Mavericks obviously is a little bit different approach because he doesn't have LeBron, so it's a different approach for him. Obviously, unfortunately, Kyrie went out, so that was the kind of 1-2 punch that they were looking for, but incredible player, man. So yeah, we will have our hands full, no doubt.
Doug, when you guys beat the Mavericks back in March, you guys were on a real roll. I think you were 19-10 at that point. Clearly, there were a couple of injuries that affected things, but has the style of play changed as a result of that, and especially with Monk not playing and you not having a pure point guard to initiate your offense?
Well, I think the last comment is probably the most important one. When you don't have a point guard, you have to do it by committee. There are a lot of different things that you have to try to do to make sure everything is running smoothly. Even from my standpoint, sometimes calling out plays, I don't really like to call them in the flow, but sometimes trying to just make sure that we get into some type of organized set. But yeah, it can change a little bit, without Malik, but at the same time, Domas, we played through him. Then you got 2 guys in Zach and Debo who can take the ball and just kind of get you a bucket when you need it, but they can also run pick and rolls and different things. So it's, it's this, I think, as I said before, you guys were here, this is 5th or 6th rendition of our team this year. So it's the newest version you will see this evening, yeah.
Doug, you've already talked about the significance of this game speaks for itself, but how valuable?
Anybody that passes Jerry West in anything is high level. So when I think about Debo, I just have the utmost respect for him, how he goes about his business, but for our team, that we recognize who he is and what he does. There's a calming force to him that I'm hoping to see tonight in spades, meaning that, you know, it's gonna get crazy. There'll be moments where you put the ball in his hands, he calms everybody down, and it gives you that breath. It gives you the ability to gain an extra breath. So, yeah, he's special. He is, yeah.
Doug, obviously the last couple of days off for you guys to practice. How well prepared do you guys think you are for this game out of those 2 days? What's the vibe coming out of those 2 days?
I think everything is crystal clear from our standpoint. You know, like we haven't played against an 80 version of the Mavs, so you know there's a little bit there. But what you have on tape and the history of what we know, as far as coverages and different things, I think guys are crystal clear. Like this is what we're doing. This is how we're going about it. I thought the staff did a fantastic job. The ability to go over it, walk through it, run through it, go over it. You know, the guys were probably pretty sick of seeing me and hearing me, but they were all locked in. So super proud of their preparation, and as far as being ready, I think they're ready. Now you just got to go out and do it.
Doug, how important is like the motion, the ball movement, you know, right now for you guys? Have you settled into kind of a hybrid situation offensively where you have the motion and sharing the ball and then also sometimes where you go ISO, or you know what's your preference? What do you want to see?
You know, I've talked to you guys about this before, but you know, in my mindset, I break the shot clock down into 3 segments of 8 seconds. So the first 8 is flow, like get at it, aggressive, get downhill, collapse the defense. The second 8 is, you know, now we're in our spots and we know what to do based upon what you see in front of you. You know, it's dribble handoffs, it's splits, there's pick and rolls, there's a lot of different things that you can do in that. But the point is that you're organized. And then the last 8 seconds is a grenade, and we got 2 guys that know how to handle grenades. So that's where you get to your business and you space the floor, you get to 3-and-1 spacing, whatever it is, and you put the ball in Zach or Debo's hand, and you let them be the players that they are. Where I think, to your point, where we sometimes can run into issues is when we get to that last 8 in the first 8. And that's where we want to make sure that we're still flowing with everything, exploring, getting into something, make the defense work, get to a second side, and once we get there, let those guys do what they do.
Coach, going off the preparation question, after the trades and injuries, we haven't seen this version of the Mavericks very often. How do you go about preparing for a team like that, or trying to guess maybe what they're trying to do tonight?
You know, there are some games where they've had their team. You know, the Lakers game, obviously, with Luka coming back, was probably the most recent one. But looking at AD, how he plays when he plays at the 4, looking at AD, how he plays when he plays at the 5, and then obviously what Jay Kidd and the Mavericks like to do, I think that's how you begin to break it down. There are other levels to that, which I won't share, but the point is, like, that's, I think, how you go about it when you don't have a lot of film. You have to rely on the things that you know historically, and from there, you just, you know, it's basketball, man. That's the one thing that we can talk about a lot of different things, but this is a child's game, and you go out there and first and foremost, and you have joy, and you play with joy, and you play hard as hell. And if you do that, based upon everything, all the information, now you go through your game plan, but you first and foremost play that way. When you do that, you give yourselves a chance to win.
Doug, your first chance as a head coach to be a head coach in a postseason situation here. Just curious about your thoughts today, if you had any different thoughts going into this one, and then with it being a one and done, how you look at how you may coach the game tonight, if at all differently.
No, I'm here to win, man. I mean, I'm gonna do everything that in my power to help us in that. I got a team that is highly motivated, well prepared, and they expect to win in front of their home fans. So, you know, this isn't about me. It's really not. I mean, at the end of the season or whenever it's over, you get a chance to sit down and look back at it and see the craziness, but this is all about them. From the time that I stepped into the seat and they begin to dig themselves out of a hole, I have the utmost respect for them for that. So Here we go.
Thanks, everyone.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, guys.
Guys, Jason Gibbons, also is pregame, and here's